Well, I mean, yeah, we were going to get into it because we were talking about the whole thing with Drake and Wayne's ex. That's why he got that tattoo on his arm. So I was saying, I actually talked to you about it yesterday. I was like, because I saw a video, and so this guy was in the car with his girlfriend.
Mhm.
His girlfriend said that her ex called him. She didn't pick it up. Called her. She didn't pick it up, but she said she's thinking about calling him back. And the boyfriend was like,
Why?
"Yeah, why?"
What are you
Like,
talking about?
she was like, "I just want to see what he wants," and he was like, "Well, call him. Go ahead and call him. Once you call him, we'll see what
Don't call
happens."
me.
Yeah, basically. And so I read the comments, and people were like, that he's being insecure. It was like, I think it was like half and half. Some people were like, "Oh, he's being insecure." Some people were like, "Well, yeah, why are you why are you trying to call your ex or whatever?"
Mhm.
So my question is it okay for you to be in a relationship
Mhm.
and still be talking to your ex?
Yes.
Every woman is going to agree and say,
Of course.
yes.
No, because I already have that situation. So
You said it's wrong, or
No, she said it's okay.
it's okay too.
yes, with some, but see, the thing about it is, some years have to go by, and that person already has to be in something else.
Why?
Why? Because what I'm saying, like, each person has to have that thing, like, yo, we didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
What if
But
the reason why you guys broke up wasn't detrimental? It wasn't nothing really negative. It just wasn't working.
Or he
That's
might,
my situation.
You moved, or he moved, and you guys are still cool. But you're
No,
putting yourself.
what happened with my situation is we just realized that we wasn't.
Lou
Was
and
it
Miss
for you?
Scorpio, all the women are saying, "Fuck no."
yeah, there are a lot of women that are saying absolutely not. I'm a female girl, please.
I agree.
No, because the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm living it. You
Uh-huh.
see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
The dude that I used to talk to, we was just like, hey, this is not gonna work, right? Then we stopped talking. We never talked again. But 5 years later,
Mm-hmm.
when I went back to LA, he was like, what you doing? Da, 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 da. And we just, until this day, we're still friends. We don't talk about us. I tell him I talk to him about me. He gives me
Hold on,
advice.
let me ask you-
No. Let me quick ask you. No, please, before I forget, please.
But one thing that I do not talk about is my current relationship.
Okay.
That's one thing, because I don't want my friend to have one up on my man.
Oh.
That will never, ever, 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 ever happen.
Okay.
Because I want to protect my man's.
Can I ask you a
level of
question?
respect.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
This is the question. Now, don't forget it. I was there. But the question is, so you know how you said that is you believe it's okay because, you know, especially depending on how it ended and whatnot, y'all can still be friends.
Yeah.
You see, Lou's
If your man came, if that man or your ex came to you, or you went to your ex and you said, some shit's going on with my current boyfriend
I
right
wouldn't do
now.
that.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm not saying you
Well,
would.
you can't hypothetically.
No,
with me
the reason
because
why.
that's
No,
not
the reason
like-
why. No, this
I
because you
can't-
got to let me
but
finish.
see, okay,
You got
go
to
ahead.
let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because I'm not saying you'll do it. That's not what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Because it's not even you. It's not even you. And a lot of men. It's
Okay,
not
so
that.
let me-
And a lot of. Hold on. Let me
Okay,
finish.
I'm about to.
And when it comes with men, it's not. Especially, you might think it's insecure, but it's not because they don't trust you. It's because hold on, I gotta finish. It's because they don't trust that man. Because if you hypothetically just said, so things are not working out with me and my man right now, and he would,
and that's the reason why, and that's the reason
he would jump on that opportunity.
No, see, this is what people fail to realize. When you're a grown person, your ex should be able to talk to your man.
You know what you're missing? You know what you're missing?
What?
You're trying to put yourself in a man's mind.
No, I'm
A man is but a man is always going.
Can I finish?
Okay, let her
See,
finish.
don't
Let her
do that.
finish. Let her finish.
Never let me finish.
Let her finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Just say
On the girl card, it's over.
So you're telling me right now, and I'm almost willing to bet you almost $5,000 that if you call this male friend that you said that you've waited 5 years, and you say I want to come over and come see you,
he's saying yes.
hold on, I'm willing to bet you right now. No, you got to put that thing on speakerphone.
Oh, you about to do it?
No, we're not doing this on the something on air. I'm going to. No, we're not going to do this on air because doesn't if he doesn't pick up, A, if he hears us, B, and
Does he watch this?
C,
No, he don't even know that we have this.
C, it will be unlike her to call him right now and say, he's in LA. That was my second thing about her. The distance that they have is night and day. It's in a different time zone. If that man was local here, that situation would be different.
We'll say
That is true.
You know what? I will say that.
If you are telling me that for 5 years, in LA in 5 years, he's in a different world. In 5 years, you're 6 hours apart. If that man was in Georgia,
that's true.
the level or the opportunity that you have,
Jamie said
all you want to. But let me tell you something right now.
Let me tell you something right now.
Let me tell you something right now.
Yes, man. And that thing about it is that, like I said, you have to be a grown ass person. Do you see what I'm saying? I talked to this man. No, listen. I talked to this man in 2013. I moved back there 5 years later. Do you see what I'm saying? We are homies to this day.
Yes.
We lived in the same place for 5 years.
Yes.
Never messed around because we don't see each other that way.
And I'm telling you right now that if you came on,
do it.
You think so? You think so? Toya, I will put my life on it.
I said,
Not money. I will put my life. That's why I said $5,000.
You're gonna die.
For a man.
You're gonna die.
Is this man gay? Is this man gay?
No, he's not gay.
So you're thinking for a man.
No,
If you was
we
in this,
already talked about this. That's what I'm saying. This is what y'all.
You can tell a man a million times that we're just going to be friends. If you walk in that room and you got on the match, you don't have to matching. Just say I'm ready.
You this no.
What you just say? What you doing?
Listen, no.
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree. Because we are men.
You have to be a grown
You do.
You have to be a grown person.
You do.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
My friend, he's a grown. We have already talked about this. Ain't never gonna happen. I even asked.
Do you know why?
No.
You know why?
Because you shut it down.
Because it's you.
Exactly.
If you ever
and you don't want to hear us, you're not trying to hear two men, which is mind-boggling.
Because
two men are telling you how men operate.
Men will have sex with somebody that they are utterly disgusted
but
with.
You don't know my friend because I've been.
I know he's a man.
I understand.
He's a man.
So do you think he's attracted to you?
You keep throwing up that he's a grown man. We're all grown.
Do you not know I look attractive? What the fuck?
No.
We wouldn't have talked in the first place if I wasn't attracted.
What makes you think he waited?
Because
what makes you think he waited?
I know.
Let me read what the comments are saying. Lou says men will always be men, sis.
Okay, so
if there's space and opportunity, they're going to do it.
Take it.
Miss Jamie says she's willing to bet you on that right there.
I'll bet you right now. I am telling you, everybody in this room, everybody I'll lay next to him naked, and he will not touch me.
All right, you gotta do the little.
He will not touch me. And y'all gonna let him.
I'm so sorry.
It's so hard for you to lose this, but it's sad because
the thing about it is that y'all not grown motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what that's
is. That's not the issue. That's not true.
Because you have to understand it takes a lot. Like, so basically you're telling me there's no man on this earth that can control his sexual desire.
And you're not listening to us. Because you're answering just to answer. Listen to this. Okay. Every man is grown. I'll even break it down to you because he knows this. One of my best friends was a girl. He knows this. And guess what, Toya? We never did anything. Guess why we never did anything? I built up a wall. She built up a wall. Hold on, let me finish.
Be mature.
What?
You built up the wall. So therefore, that means y'all were not mature enough to still be friends, right?
No, we built up the wall so that nothing happens. Yeah. So that if we're together, we are never together alone. You're saying that you can lay next to this man naked.
No, you just asked me if I would bet something.
No, you said out of your mouth. You said.
See,
did you not hear her say I was laying next to him naked and he will not fuck me?
He will not.
You said that. And I'm telling you that you're wrong.
I'm telling you that I'm not wrong.
You're telling me that you can think for a man, and that's wrong.
No, it's not that I can think for a man.
Okay, so why do you think that if you are laying butt naked next to this man, why he would not have sex?
Because it already happened.
And why don't you think it won't happen again?
No, but I'm trying to say, well, at the time that it wasn't now, but when when I came to visit, right? When I came, I was drunk. You know what this man did?
What?
This man said, I will sleep. Now, self-control, right? He said, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch.
Well, yeah.
That's
But
not
I'm
the
saying
same
if you-
situation.
But we're saying if you offer him,
threw it on him.
Why would I offer him?
That's the situation we're trying to paint. Stop trying to
But
paint your own situation.
No, I'm not. Why would I?
Listen to this, Toya.
But
You walk into you say what's
you're not gonna get some.
But
that's not the point.
But
Toya, listen. Toya, listen.
Why can't you?
You fly to LA. You don't tell him, right?
And
then,
you surprise him.
And you surprise him. You say, hey, whatever his name is, Mike. Hey, Mike. I just got into LA and I want to come through. I don't have a place to stay. Can I stay with you? And he says, yeah, sure. You can stay.
So
hold on. You can stay in the.
I'm not gonna yell no more. Okay.
Yeah, she said you're tearing our heads off. And you are saying, he says you can sleep in the guest room. You're like, okay, cool. You go in the guest room, and then you say, you know what? I want some. Again, this is a scenario. I'm not saying that you're doing this because you said that we've had this discussion many times, and I agree with that. Men and women have discussions like that. Like we cannot cross boundaries.
Right.
Okay, so then you get out the guest room. You got on your whatever you got on, and you go into the kitchen to get something. And he's there, and he sees you.
You don't think he's going to be like,
Oh,
damn,
and then you get closer to him,
and you
you're
smell
the
good.
one. You're the one that's even though you've had this discussion a billion times, you get closer to him. You keep getting closer to him, and then you touch him, and you're telling me just because he's a grown man and you've had this conversation a billion times that he's gonna be like, oh, what you doing? We friends. Go back to bed. We're not doing anything. That man is gonna say one thing. First, he's gonna say, what are you doing? Every man is gonna say that. He's still a gentleman. What are you doing? And then you're like, come on, I want some. He's gonna be like, are you sure you want this? This is gonna change everything. We both talked about this. Or he's not gonna say nothing.
Can I also add something to that, please? And when a guy is saying, are you sure? He's not asking you, are you sure? Because he doesn't want to do it.
No, exactly.
He's asking you, are you sure? Because I will give it
I
to
will
you.
tear this thing up. I'm not disputing what you're saying because guess what? This man that you're talking about, this man that you're talking about,
argue with you.
Because we're trying to
you're not trying to tell me you're okay.
We're trying to tell you, like,
understand what I feel like.
I feel like everybody in the comments.
I understand, right, where you're coming from. All right. Go ahead, give pussy, whoop, whoop, right? But I will let you know this. There are times where people can actually be mature.
Yeah.
Right? And I will tell you, my situation is one of those situations. And as much as y'all are as a man, y'all can believe, no. As y'all are as a man, because you're saying you have the experience of a man, right?
And I've had a female best friend.
Right. And
me too.
Right. And that's y'all situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think I'm the exception to the rule.
If you want to think that, then that's all good.
What I will say is this: I respect where you're coming from because I do have someone that used to be a friend. That, of course, if I get around him, if I come crying on his shoulder, oh, it's a wrap. That nigga Zick will be all the way in the back of my spine.
You're doing in LA. Is he in a relationship right now?
Who?
The dude in LA. Because you said you have to wait 5 years. And then you have to wait. You have to let
time pass. I just feel like you can be friends with someone, but time has to pass.
And there has to have boundaries.
We have boundaries. It's like what you don't. I also think what also helps my situation is that. Yeah, I mean, I can. If you offer a man, you'll take it with love, darling.
That's what we're saying.
No, I understand that, but what I am trying to tell you. Okay, so want to be real? Let's be transparent.
Okay.
What happens if he denies you?
A man denies you?
Yes.
What man is denying you?
Trust me.
What, you've been denied?
I've been denied.
A man in a relationship, or just a single man denying you?
A single man that denied me.
But this man ain't going to deny you.
We're not talking about the man.
It was that man. It was that man. That's how I know.
You said y'all dated, right?
Well, yeah, you said
you dated. You broke up 5 years, and why is he? You've already slept together.
No. Okay, this was in 2013, right? He said basically, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to the other girl." Right? So to me, from there, it was just like, okay, you're gonna talk to the other girl. I'm just not attracted. You know what I'm saying? If you pick somebody over me,
you're saying he's not attracted to you, or you're not attracted to him.
No, he's not. For him, I felt like because he basically
He
denied
chose
me.
somebody
He
else.
chose somebody else. I was just like, okay, I'm not really, your type. You made that clear decision to do that,
But it's not
right?
just, it won't just be
Well,
physical.
Listen,
Continue.
you know what? Y'all keep interrupting me, and I'm just, I don't even
We're
want
trying to understand the story.
we're listening.
You said that
Can you let me finish this is what I want from you two gentlemen, right? This is what I need from y'all two. I need you to let me say what I say, and then you could tear my story apart afterwards. Okay? Can you at least give me that? Okay. So you ain't shit. But so I saw that. But you ain't shit. Lord forgive me for cursing. So when initially we both started talking or whatever like that, he decided.
Mhm. No, we're reading.
Sorry, we interrupt. You need to stay on the story.
I was reading what she said. This is okay. So to me, right?
Mhm.
Because I got picked over, I felt like, okay, I am not like, this is not it. You see what I'm saying? I moved away and I came back. When I came back, it was platonic from then. There was, because it had already established that I am not his type, that this was not going to work. So you already denied me. Do you see what I'm saying? You've already told me that I am not your type. Do you see what I'm saying? So when he told me that, I already knew on my end it would never go anywhere because you denied me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Let
Let me finish.
No, that's why I raised my hand.
Yeah, put your hand down. So let her finish. You got next.
He denied me. You see what I'm saying? Until that day, okay. When I met back up with him
Mm-hmm.
5 years later, you know what I'm saying? We have been friends there. There has never been a conversation of I want to be with you. Let's try this again. There's not, I'm telling you, it has been nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? Nothing, no indications. We don't talk about sex. It's all been friends. Hey, let me talk about this. Let me talk about that. It has never been we have never crossed the line of sex because we both realized, hey, you denied me back in 2013, right? I come back 5 years later, you still ain't trying to holler at me. So I'm not desirable by you. And because I know you're not desirable by me, I can have a friendship with you that I know that is going to be platonic because I already know, because you've already denied me that this would work. Now, my other friend, right? My other friend, he right? I messed with him in 2008. This was a mess around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Time went by.
Mm-hmm.
But this man, we knew we didn't was tough for each other, but at the end of the day, he was secretly just waiting. He sat in that friend zone for years.
Men will do that.
Right. So the behavior of these two men is totally different. And that's why I said it has to do with maturity. Do you see what I'm saying? You can go ahead and tear it apart. Go ahead.
Okay, so can I?
Yeah, my
Okay.
bad. I didn't mean to.
Now there is a difference between a guy wanting to be in a relationship with you and a guy just having sex with you.
I
We're just saying.
I was going there.
Right.
You
Oh.
get it right. Okay, perfect.
So we're
Talking
just
about
we're not talking about relationship.
I'm talking about both.
Oh no, we're just talking about the sex.
Well, I'm talking about both.
So your
But
your story said that the guy that's in California, you guys were talking and he chose somebody else.
Yeah.
So you guys weren't dating.
We wasn't dating.
Okay, so that's not even the same situation. He said the story he originated with said him and the girl were in a relationship, and her ex called her,
and she didn't reply.
She didn't reply. Another thing that you said that really stood out to me was when you and him were talking, he decided to go with somebody else.
Right.
So if he decided to go with somebody else, and then 5 years later, you said 2013, right? And then you said, did you move back to LA 5 years after that?
Yeah, came back in the 17, 18, whatever, 4 or 5 years.
So 2018.
18, yeah.
Wow,
Well,
before the
7,
before the
14.
before the pandemic. Okay, so you were in California, and
I think.
you linked up back with this guy, right?
Yeah.
And you guys were strictly friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you? And I need you. I'm going to ask you a question, and I would appreciate the honesty. When he denied you and went with the other girl, how did that make you feel? Like naturally when because every man, like I commend him, number one, because you did say he's a grown man. He didn't want to play
Both sides.
Did you guys sleep together?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys slept together while you guys were talking.
Yeah.
And then he decided and you never in your mind saw yourself as a friends with benefit. You saw yourself as somebody talking.
Like
Because
getting to know each other. Right?
exactly, because the way I saw it,
Say it was just to get to I don't know.
because to me the way you described it was like you guys were messing around and cool, and then he found somebody he wanted to be with, and he was like, we need to cut this off.
Because when you like men date more than one woman at a time, right? That's how I look at it, and then they wean out
who they want to be
who they want to be with. So my thing is they were in their thing a little bit longer than our thing. Do
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So he chose it, and when it came back, I was like, well, what he's like, you were too he said you were too bubbly for me. And I said, huh? He was just like, you were just too
Nothing he said hurt your
happy.
feelings?
What?
Like him denying the fact that he wanted to be with you never hurt your feelings?
No. At the time, I was like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. But I don't think it was to the point where it was like, I more respected him.
For giving you that answer?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with having there's nothing wrong with having a bubbly personality.
No. But I think it just
See,
Maybe you're too hyper for him.
You're not that's not the only man that has told me. He's like, you know what? You a black woman that's too happy for me. You need to have some
I
struggle.
hate when they say that. You're a black woman that's too this, too that.
Yeah,
You're a human being just like any other person.
But
I think that your bubbly personality.
Are you the type of person that be like, this man could have gotten fired from his job, and you be like, oh, honey, and be like, just got fired. Come on now.
I'm not that person.
Okay,
No,
okay.
not
We
that
can tell about
person.
her personality right now.
Okay,
Let me read
okay.
some of the comments.
No, but she said this was like 5 years ago, so we don't know how she was 5 years ago.
No, when I'm saying, no. See, this is this is not 5 years ago. What I'm saying is, I believe time has to go by for you and that person that you're messing with to be able to establish a platonic relationship.
And I agree with you.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So this man from 2018 till now, we have just been friends.
Yeah.
I've been to LA. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's been here. Absolutely nothing.
I
You see what I'm saying?
am girl Max said
That's
she
what I'm
glad.
saying.
She said she glad that
Well,
you're not with him no more.
Kevin Kev says it all depends on the situation. If you were
Because-
friends with your ex before you got with your partner, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay if you're trying to be friends with an ex who is coming back into the picture. So let's
That's hell no.
No.
No, this situation, like my situation has, so ask you this.
Mhm.
That's a black woman right there. I'm addicted to archives.
So you're telling me, if you had a friend that you were a female friend that you used to talk to, whatever,
yeah.
and y'all been friends for like 10, 15 years,
Mhm.
when you get married,
Mhm.
you gonna stop talking.
No. You said we were friends for 15 years? Was I fucking my friend for 15 years?
No, see,
No.
No, there's a
No.
difference.
You're trying
There's a
to no.
difference.
She's trying to say let's say you mess around and then you guys remain friends for 15 years. After that, like how her situation was 5 years.
Okay.
So let me answer you.
We've been friends for 10 years.
Mhm.
Do you think a friend from 10 years, when I get my husband, I'm going to be like, hey, I can't be your friend no more?
Well, you should talk to your husband.
Well, this
Hey,
was
see,